Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and I did just realize that I completely skipped the character select screen. But we're basically, as you can see here, Curious Birthmark Kyrie, Harbinger of Doom, obviously, because of the blood splatter on the background. And then we've got Herald Gaming. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I'm still on the old color palette, so let me switch over to Tides 1 real quick. Not something that I normally do mid-recording, but here we are. Nothing wrong with that. So we'll go ahead and we've got Knowledge, we've got Takashi, Dexterity, Strength, Second Enemy, and Charisma, maybe. So we basically got all the stat checks on the board. Charisma is the only maybe one, but I mean, with Herald, it's pretty likely that we're gonna get Heart of Darkness. Knowledge should be pretty easy to do. We are on Timeline A, interesting enough, so we won't be able to get an easy Strength or Dexterity. We're gonna have to work for both. So, let's just go ahead, and the only external things are Takashi and remembering your second enemy. So really, we just have to think about remembering our second enemy, and we'll be fine. I think that bricks are important. I do like bricks. We will go ahead and grab them. I think that probably the weapon that we want... There is no light source, that is true, so we don't really have to get a heavy-duty flashlight. But I want to get a compass. And probably what we'll do after that is we will... We will probably get... we'll probably just use bricks, right? I want to get a compass, and I want to get some sort of weapon, but I can't think of a weapon that would be very good. Besides, the ritual dagger and the small candle, but then we would have to get rid of the compass for that. And so I guess we could sacrifice the bricks and just go double shop gaming and hope that we have enough money. It's kind of like... handicapping yourself because you're not using bricks, but it is what it is. It's alright. We'll still probably roll School Nurse History Club. That's just, the easiest thing in the galaxy. You don't really have to worry about that whatsoever. It's pretty much always the correct choice, unless you're doing... Oh, I can't wait to discard these instantly. The Book of Gore. That's actually promising. That's interesting. A Thutu Flame is not, though. A Thutu Flame is not interesting. I don't get out of bed for a Thutu Flame. I do like Midasu Touch, and we can use that a couple of times. That kind of solves our money problems pretty perfectly. Honestly, I like the I like the sweater. I like the ugly sweater. I think we'll probably do that, and yeah, we've got a pretty good setup for a run right here. Got 3 funds immediately. A spell. I don't have much experience with the Book of Gore, I'll be honest with you, we've never really used it. I think it could potentially be pretty interesting, and so we can try it out. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not good, who cares? I mean, I think the thing that I really like about this is that this is essentially... I mean, there are a lot of injuries in the game that you just don't care about. So on that end, it could just be free healing. On the other hand, there are some injuries that you do care about, but if it's a minor injury, the school nurse can take care of it for 1% doom, and you could even spam this if you had to, rack up multiple injuries, and then be able to, school nurse them all, which would be completely broken. If this spell can be cast multiple times, I don't think we've ever used it. If it only adds major injuries, then the school nurse could still help, because she does take care of some major injuries. I think the thing that you have to be careful with this is that frostbite is an injury, and if you get it twice, you'll die. At least as Kyrie. So, we don't have the easy, my chainsword is ready, Battle Brothers. Let's, purge the heretic. What is it? Burn the witch, purge the heretic, something or other like that. So we got ramen, cape, footage, mermaid, school scissors. I think we'll This is a very interesting mystery spread because we don't really have any out-of-town, and by that I mean roads closed gaming. We do have out-of-town with the school scissors. But, we'll do Freaky Feature first, why not? And we'll go ahead and pick up a compass, hopefully. 7% Doom, not that bad. Now, what we'll probably want to do... We do have the old coin. Now, I want to actually use the old coin how it was intended, because right now, the old coin is just so ridiculously strong. There are so many things that you can do with the old coin, like getting rid of Haru's nicotine addiction. You can get rid of anybody's nicotine addiction, really. But Haru just has it by default. He's the only character that does. You can get rid of Yashiro's ominous letter. There's so many fun things you can do with it, and so many things that I'd like to experiment with. But let's just kind of run Curious Birthmark as how I assume it's supposed to be ran. And we're just gonna kind of hang out. So we would like to get a jar of blood. I think I would still take a jar of blood. Well, another book of gore. I'm pretty sure we don't need 2 of them. We can just safely forget that. So there's something going on there. I'm not entirely sure what or why the game does that. Is it because, like, okay, we clicked on... That's so weird. Like, there's some sort of weird interaction with how spells work. Like, if you click on this and then click on that, you know, it can do something? Like, that's so weird. Like, you can forget a spell multiple times to get 3 reason. It's so weird. I don't know how that works. I'm sure people have found out how the glitch works properly, and you can probably, let's see. This is a Kyrie event taking its toll. Listen, it's alright to cry sometimes. We failed a charisma check. I mean, it's still alright to cry, and I'm gonna stand by that because 3% Doom is not that big of a deal. We're gonna opt to take reason damage here because, or never mind, we'll just roll a 1. Just roll a 1, don't worry about it. Doomed Forest, just roll a 1 every single time, it doesn't matter. Because, you know, obviously, like, sometimes you're gonna be forced to opt in to take stamina damage, which is a little bit of a bummer. Let's take some Doom here, that's completely fine. But, you know, we reached an exciting YouTube milestone. So this is our first enemy, by the way, just so you know. We reached an exciting YouTube milestone. Is there a way that, I mean, we could cast this twice. But that gives us like 6% Doom. Is it worth it? I think, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's 6% Doom, we take 2 damage. Why not? Let's try being more offensive with our spells, because we currently have the time for it, I guess. Like, if we see roads closed, we're not scared about that at all. After this mystery, it's basically free. But the Doomed Forest is doing its best. Okay, so remember Infested Girl. I don't really want to take 6% Doom again, but the question that you have to ask yourself is, we're gonna run for 5% Doom. So why don't we just use Ithutu Flame twice? Because it's, you know, it's basically the same exact thing. So, it's literally just, you're taking damage and then 1% Doom. But you're gonna take damage anyways, and you're probably gonna take more damage than 2 to all. So I don't really even see what the big deal is in the first place. Like, yes, this is not optimal, but it's completely fine. Heart of Darkness and Riot. So, we do have to worry about the charisma check. Well, there's Fame, of all things, in case we needed that. Honestly, running shoes does not sound like that bad of an idea. We'll go ahead and take Knowledge, because the chances of us getting Folklore Studies is very low. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about our lighthouse, because our lighthouse on one hand is very simple, but it's also very complicated as well. It's not going to be easy regardless. Do you just want to go do school scissors immediately? That doesn't sound that bad to me. Like, we do have... Like, we'd probably start using the Book of Gore over, whatchamacallit. We can just put the old coin away, that's fine. We don't have to worry about it right now. But, you know, we haven't gotten cursed yet. Okay, this is interesting. This is genuinely pretty interesting. We'll go ahead and do, Fondest Memory, because we have the Book of Gore, as it were. We can become injured to heal ourselves, because that's definitely how it works. This is a stat check. This is a guaranteed outcome. We'll probably just take the money. But we're not really worried about it right now, because we can cast the Book of Gore at any time. So we can even take a hit here if we want to. That's completely fine. We'll go down to 1. So can we do 80-80? Yes, we can. That sounds nice. And then we can just go ahead and Desperation, and then the strong attack should kill. Oh, well. I mean, it will, but we cannot guarantee to hit it because the wooden bat is absolutely trash. This is mildly concerning. So here's what we can do. We can use the Book of Gore. What injury do we get? Broken jaw. Hilarious. Very funny. Haha. I've been memed. And then we can just do this. And if it misses, it misses. But hopefully it didn't miss. So, actually, I just realized we are in trouble. Because this is actually Timeline A. So we want to get this wrong. Obviously, I was expecting it to be Timeline B, because that's what we normally do, but it's alright. It's completely fine. Young Witch, okay. So this got a lot more complicated. So what we'll do 80-80. Now, this, if we throw the wooden bat... Oh, but then, hold on, how are we gonna kill the Scissor Woman if we throw the bat here? I don't know. Now, another thing that we'll do is we'll just go ahead and do this again. Oh, yeah, that's right, hold on. We'll do this as a treat. We're not gonna go to the mansion. Don't miss, though. Thanks for that. Excuse me? Oh, an equipped weapon is needed for this action. That's true. That's very true. I'll take a steak knife, though, as a consolation prize. So with Broken Jaw, I think we're dead. Because we literally will not be able to, like, cast Ithutu Flame, which is kind of like my entire plan going into this. Do you think... Do you think this will work? It'd be pretty funny. It'd be pretty funny if it worked, right? It'd be pretty funny. Okay, the old coin is not the most versatile thing in the game, but it is really hilarious. I'll give you another run, of course, but, like, it's really funny that the one injury we get is, whatchamacallit. I would love to be able to do that. Like, the one injury that we get, the one injury is, of course, the lad. It did say non-eldritch. I'm grasping at straws here. Now, what can we do? Is it possible to beat this? I don't think it is. Because what we would have to do is we'd have to do this. So we'd have to do this. And then we would die to the reason anyways, right? So, like, you'd have to do something like that. And then you would have to hit this twice. So, like, you'd do that. And then you'd miss both of your attacks because the game is saying, go home, you've had enough. Then you would Hail Mary dodge because, like, you know, it is what it is. And then you just flip a coin. How much have you ever lost on a coin flip? Oh my god. But, like, why not flip a coin again? Why not flip 2 coins? There we go, finally. Okay, let's run that one back. Let's try that one again.
Oh, sorry. Suddenly, somewhere, Emmerdale seems to have disappeared. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, once we've found it.
Okay, same setup as last time. Although most likely a different lighthouse, although structurally kind of similar. We now have a light source check instead of a strength. Okay, so we've got charisma, dexterity, second mystery, strength, and then light source and Takashi. So we've basically got everything except for knowledge, which is a shame because knowledge is our best stat here. I think we're still probably gonna go for this. Hopefully we'll be able to actually afford a weapon this time. And please do remember, this is a reminder to me, not to you, not to go into a mandatory boss mission, and also, you know, we could have used those. Flesh regrowth and multiply wounds is a combo as old as time itself. Now what if we just did it again? Oh ho ho ho! Now all these spells are absolutely terrible, but we'll get rid of grow teeth, why not? Because it's bad as well. Now we could be at 10 reason instead of 9. It is what it is. We do have eels, so we'll go ahead and do eels first. We didn't take the money, and that's completely fine. We're probably going to wait until we get... Well, okay, we could sell something. I probably should have taken the money, but I think this will work out just fine. This is a risk, but it's a welcome one, because, I mean, it's early in the game. You can take a risk. We have time to recover. But not this. That's a risk that I'm not willing to take. Ghosts are a gosh darn nightmare. We'll probably go to the seaside once as a treat. I will be leaving the premises immediately. Don't really like that one very much, thank you. We are on death's door already, so we have completely spiraled out of control. And we have also found something truly evil as well. So things are not going exactly as planned. But, you know, we can just roll a 1 on a strength check, which is where it really counts, of course. I think things are... I mean, they've gone horribly wrong for a start, and we haven't gotten a compass or a weapon yet, which, like, sucks. I would love to get, like, Jar of Blood, but no, we're gonna just... First mystery passes by relatively easily. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't think I ever actually finished the anecdote. We got the community tab on YouTube now, so I can do polls, posts. I can basically just do posting, right? And so I can do, like, images, GIFs, videos, polls, that sort of thing. And, contaminated water, huh, right off the bat. Fetid fumes as well, not looking good. 2 consistent healing avenues have been taken off the table. I think what we'll probably try to do... Botany is a good follow-up. Although, not really. So, we're gonna do something, like, we need to kind of get a foot back in the door, if that makes sense. Panic is pretty bad, but let's see what else we got. Paranoia. Didn't lower our dexterity, which is a little bit weird. That's kind of what we're used to it doing. Prescription pills are not good enough. There we go, there we go. And then we can probably get rid of Witness Curse as well. So we've gained a foothold back in reality. That's a little bit nice, but we still would like to see a Jar of Blood at some point. Other than that, we've recovered, but it's still not going very well, I would say. We can just chat, hang out, fail the charisma check, get an alleged +1 reason, but you know, it's doomed, so it doesn't really matter. We'll always do this for the thorough investigation, because the mystery just gives you so much EXP, it's ridiculous. If we have Akamanto, we can keep that, if not, we'll probably eat it, but, can you run from this enemy? I don't know if you can. You can run away from him. I am curious, though. Because we can kick him 3 times, which isn't very good. I wonder if we should use the old coin on Panic, but I don't know how much I really care. Like, if we got Insomnia, I would much rather use the old coin on that. So we can do maybe 6 damage. Like, it's not very reliable, because we would only be able to do this. Because of the 5 action limit against this lad. So, I believe what we can do It's probably better to run from this guy, but I'm still not entirely sure. I feel like... Because, I mean, this is maybe 6 damage. Like, we would have to lose some max stamina in order to kill this guy, and this is an optional fight. So I think we gotta pick our battles. We gotta pick our battles here, and we just gotta... We just gotta leave the scenario, leave the situation. Go ahead and give me one reason here. Give me the 9-9. Now, we're going into, like... Listen, I feel like that this is still not a hugely bad idea. It's a bad idea, don't get me wrong. But we do have flesh regrowth, so we just kind of have to play around with the Doom a little bit. But I'll be honest, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with this either, just so you know, but, because it came a little bit too late. So, Infested Girl back again. Technically speaking, we could kill her in one turn if we wanted to, but that would leave us in a pretty bad spot for the rest of the game. But she is human, though. She is human, so we can take her down to 11. So that's not that bad, actually. If only we could get ourselves conveniently into... If only we had 5 health. That would make this much easier. But go ahead and cast this. Go ahead and use the Toma Rod. Got Mangled Hand. This is a major injury. Does it always give you Mangled Hand? Like, I don't use it enough to know that. That's a shame. That's unfortunate. So we're still completely fine. It's just, like, a little bit not what we wanted. I think that we'll probably get rid of it. Paranoia is the reason one, right? Chance of losing reason each time you lose stamina. Currently, that's fine. Currently, we don't care about that one way or another. You've got enough experience to level up. Oh boy, literally nothing. Okay, Fast Swimmer is nice. And comparatively speaking, it's the only choice that we have. We'll probably go ahead and put a point into Knowledge. Well, no, we don't have a Knowledge check. We got Strength, Dex, and Charisma. So it's a little bit of a weird situation that maybe we want to start putting a point in Dexterity. But what Dexterity weapon would we use? I'm not entirely sure. I feel like Knowledge still might be the correct choice because the heavy-duty flashlight is still strong regardless, and we do have a light source check, so let's go ahead and do that. Especially with Fast Swimmer, that'll be really nice. So we're gliding so far, floating through. We are gonna take some Doom damage here. Do not protect Shiro, you will instantly die. And we're just gonna hang out. I think, like, every time I see Shiro, I think of the funny revelation that if you're speedrunning the game, you might want to throw a weapon at Shiro to make him die faster. Or, like, cast a spell or something. I think that's really funny to me. Store is closed. That's okay, because well, actually, it's not. We didn't get anything from the dog store. It got no value. And so we're kind of seeing from this run that, like, you need utility from a side location. Like, you can't just have shops, because then you'll never go to the shops ever, because it's not, like, important enough for you to do so. Get the drip again, completely forgot about that. So Ward is gonna be kind of scary. Actually, what happens in Ward? Can we still go to... We're gonna do Twilight TV Terror instead of Ward. Mainly because we need to actually buy something. Like... I mean, listen, we can sell the library notes. We've already got a good thing going on here. And we'll go to this place and we'll buy a weapon here. I mean, I do like the, I mean, this is pretty nice. Okay, like... 75 speed's pretty cool. 60 hit chance is terrible, but it's better than literally nothing. I guess we'll use the old coin for Paranoia now, because we're not really in a situation... Give me the cheapest one, that's fine. Tiny cuts, who cares? We're not in a situation where we need to basically Like, if we get insomnia, that'll suck, but it's like, okay, who cares, right? Do you think the school nurse can treat mangled hand? Let's find out. She cannot. She cured tiny cuts, which doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. You can nail one more down. Okay. Well, there's insomnia. I think the game is playing a goof, a gaff, and a laugh on me, to be honest with you. But that's okay. So we could die here. Well, actually, no, we can't. Remember, we do have flesh regrowth in our back pocket, but it's not something that we want to actively use. Kyrie has definitely seen better days, for sure, for sure. But I don't think, like, I mean, it's going wrong. There goes our audio, by the way. Okay, so this will do, you know, that'll do 8, and that'll do not enough. So hold on. That would do 12. So that's pretty nice, you know. And then you could do two 90% chances, right? Well, no, not at all. So you might as well just do the guaranteed. Because, I mean, here's the thing. If this is bonus damage, would it kill her? No, because then it would do... Well, actually, hold on. Yes, it would. Because this is going to do 8, and so it would do 9. But I'm pretty sure she's just weak to fire, right? Like, she's not weak to sharp. But we will guarantee that, and then just, like, hope that that hits. I think that's fair, because that'll do 12, and, you know, that's good enough. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. You do for sure hate to see it. But we like to hold on to... I don't know what it is with Twilight TV Terror that it just does that. I actually don't know if it's what happens to the other... Okay, adrenaline is pretty nice. Not gonna complain about that. I will complain about fetid fumes, though. That's pretty bad. Fetid fumes is nightmarish. Like, this would be the perfect time to rest a couple times. Go to sleep. I don't even know if endings matter here. Probably take the safe route, you know, just avoid as much damage as possible. Heart of Darkness, there it is. Probably should have gone to buy the heavy-duty flashlight, but, you know, it is what it is. So we are in a very weird situation right now. Like, a very uncomfortable situation, a very weird situation. Not at all happy with any of this. It's still definitely possible to win, but we need, like, a hell of a recovery phase here. Like, History Club, what you got for me, man? Receive 1 free injury removal, costs 4% doom. What if you just gave me... What if you just gave me, whatchamacallit, the Book of Gore? Do you think you could do that? Like, do you think defeating an enemy gives you 74% doom? I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. Like, I could take you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Why not, man? Why not? Yeah, sure. Just roll low. If you're ever gonna die, just roll low. It's that easy. Oh my god. Oh, come on, man. This is the one enemy that we actually have to, like, kind of finagle here. Come on, brother. Okay. Do that. I beg you, please do... Actually, no, hold on. We'll just use flesh regrowth, I think. Yeah, we'll just cast a little flesh regrowth there as a treat. Go to the monument. What do you want? You can have it. It's yours, my friend. As long as you can lower the impending doom of the world. Oh man, it doesn't matter, does it? Well, I mean, I guess it does, because one we live, one we die. This is timeline A, so there's no boss fight at the end of this road, alright? Oh my god. It's a void. Not gonna be using that anytime soon. Let me tell you what, can we please get out of, like, the hell dimension that is downtown? Please? Oh no, we're in ramen, that's right. I was like, we're in whatchamacallit. Oh, without accruing a penalty, right? Right? No? Okay, thanks. I appreciate it, Edo Park. But, it'll be fine. Oh, boy. I mean, it was either 2 or 3, man. It was either 2 or 3. We are... Unfortunately, oh my god, no. No, you can't do this to me. They're all useless. They're all completely... Okay, no, they're not all useless. We're going to the mansion. The mansion... No roads closed, by the way. Thank you so much. The mansion has a possibility... Okay, we've already got the money. The mansion has the possibility of giving you mysteries, or not mysteries, but investigations that can proc hot bath. Oh my god, oh no. Please, I beg you. Not like this. You might as well just do that, because it's the least amount of doom that you're gonna take. It says -1 doom, but it's lying to you, just so you know. Do we want to at least perform the ritual properly? Oh, no. Hilarious. I mean, do you want to? Like, you might as well. That's actually a healing item that we lost. I wasn't expecting to, We're not gonna feed the plant, but we are gonna save ourselves some doom because of that. Because we'll save ourselves 3% doom. It's not about leveling up anymore. And you might be thinking, are you gonna... Like, you're obviously gonna lose the game, right? Yes. But... Where's my 1% max stamina lads at? But here's the thing, technically speaking, there's a bunch of, oh no, anyway. There's a bunch of minus doom events in the... here. So, you know, if we got -6% doom, maybe, I'm just saying, also, you weren't supposed to show up, friend. That's very rude of you. Uh-oh. So, we're gonna join the Shattered Court and travel, never to be seen again. Thank you. So unfortunately, 2 Kyrie runs that just ended pretty poorly. Like, I don't even think it wasn't the fact that we weren't using bricks. It's just the fact that we didn't have any utility. So it's like, well, we don't have any money, so we can't really go get things, and, like, we don't really want to get cursed because blah, blah, blah. I think that maybe was just, like, imposing challenges or restrictions on yourself that we didn't really need to deal with, because I'm pretty sure we would have won both those runs if we were using the police station instead of the occult store, because you're never gonna, like... You're never gonna buy, like... You just need your weapon, right? Like, you don't need anything else. Like, if you just get your weapon at the start of the game and don't do anything fancy, the chances of you winning are way higher than if you get, like, some cool item at the start and then try to build your run around that item. It just doesn't work very well. I just dropped something off my freaking desk. But, like a clothespin. But, yeah, you know, it just doesn't work, man. Like, the meta of this game, and I know we didn't really play properly there. We were playing weirdly. Okay, I get that. But this is just, like, in the grander scheme of things. Is like, if you just buy a weapon that's not bad at the start of the game, you're more likely to win than, like, I don't know, trying to do, like, a Kyrie spell build, or, you know, something like a, whatchamacallit, like a cursed doll, or a Ithutu flame, like, pretty much anything, right? Like, if you just buy a weapon that's not garbage, you have a much higher chance of winning than if you try to buy, like, an item, or you try to do, like, a little bit of schmovement. And what we were doing here is completely fine. You can definitely win like this if you're not playing Kyrie, because she's kind of a bad character, I think. Like, because here's the thing. Taking bricks out of the equation, right? The game got harder. The game got proportionally harder, I would say. It's just with the additions of bricks, they completely break the metagame and make the game, like, completely, like, just incredibly easy. And so, if you take the vending machine out of the game, like you don't use the vending machine in your town, I would say the game got harder. Even with History Club. Because on Harbinger of Doom. If you're not on Harbinger of Doom, then History Club is like just again making the game substantially easier. But if you're on Harbinger of Doom, where most of your Doom reduction is either RNG or guaranteed resource loss, then History Club is kind of nasty. Like, I find myself using History Club less and less because it's not that, like, it's powerful, and I actually think that History Club does not need to be nerfed. Because on easier difficulties, who cares, right? You're playing on an easier difficulty, so who cares if something makes the game easier? Like, you can just toggle it on and off if it's too easy or too hard or whatever, right? On the hardest difficulty, Harbinger of Doom, you do not have a consistent Doom reduction that is meaningful, right? Like, all of your Doom reduction is either resource management at the monument, or getting lucky with, like, burning books, there's no time for this bath or whatever in the mansion, right? Because you can stack, like, -6%, -9% Doom in the mansion if you're really lucky. And so, if you get into a situation where, like, you are buying things for Doom, then you are basically you're basically saying that there is less margin of error in my run possible. But with the existence of the History Club basically means characters like Ayaka and Mizuki, who rely on their perks, become a lot more consistent. Because Ayaka, without her unique perks, I would say is like a pretty bad character. Mizuki, without her unique perks, is a very bad character. I haven't played Ayaka with all perks yet, so I don't know that for certain, but I have played Mizuki with all perks, and Mizuki, without fame, or, you know, a way to leverage her 8 charisma, isn't a very good character. But in the context of Mizuki's perk deck, she's very strong. And so, you know, History Club basically means characters like Mizuki and Ayaka are a lot more fun, and they're a lot more consistent, like every other character in the game is. Because, like, Aiko, for instance. Aiko is probably the most consistent character in the game. She can consistently win runs. She's, like, Aiko and Moriko are the 2 most consistent characters in the game. They're grounded, they have basic, like, this is their floor, and their floor is a lot higher than every other character. And so, you know, the History Club makes characters like, I mean, even Miku to an extent, but, like, the History Club takes characters that are reliant on their perks and basically gives you an alternative to Ill-Fated, which I really like. I really like the History Club. I think if the History Club was nerfed, depending on how it was nerfed, I think it would become completely unusable in Harbinger of Doom, which I do not want to see happen in the future. But I feel like the bricks need to get nerfed, because the bricks are completely absurd. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Bye!